Awesome. Thank you so much for participating in the tabletop trivia. This is going to be final. You can just look at in front. My voice is just going to come from here. That's absolutely fine. People are anyways used to look at my face a lot. So for once, I'll be behind the screens. This is going to be a quiz of 3 rounds. All 3 of them will have like different themes, or like not themes, but different rules. I'll tell you specifically what the rules of those rounds are when we get to there. But eventually, the overall objective of this game is to score the most amount of points, which is with pretty much every other board game. So you're pretty used to it, anyways. So yeah, there are some important rules you keep in mind. If you can't read something, don't worry about it. I will anyways read it out so you can listen to it. There are no time limits on questions here, so you can ask me to repeat it multiple times. I'm more than happy to read it. First rule: Quizmaster is God. Keep that in mind for everything. There will be 3 rounds. Specific rules shall be explained at the beginning of each round, and some rounds may have negative marking. So I will announce that at the start of that round, and will remind you in case you're taking a random guess. And finally, in case of any disputes, just remember the rule number 1, which is Quizmaster is God. Awesome. With this, we start off the first round. We'll go team number 1, team number 2, team number 3, team number 4. In this game, we will go for 2 questions for each team. There will be a 3x3 grid in front of you, which each of them will have like a category or a name written to it. You will choose a topic and answer the corresponding question. There will be 2 questions per team. So team 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go again. Whichever is the last question remaining, that will be for the audience. The audience can answer that one. If you get it correct, you get 10 points. If you incorrectly answer, that's 0 points. But the question will pass on to the next team. And if they answer it, they'll get the 10 point. Okay? It can pass on to even the last team. If team 1 does not answer, the team 4 can answer it if it passes all the way to them. So the selection of question is really important in this game. Play to your strengths. Awesome. Are you guys all ready? Any questions? No? Pretty straightforward. Cool. Team 1, choose your category. We have double dhamaka. There's power in numbers, questionable ethics, table is a battlefield, the art and the artist, inspiration much, long lost brothers, space does not sell, and nowhere to go now. Which category are you guys going for?
Power in numbers. You want to do table?
While team 1 is deciding, other teams should also decide which might they want to go for, unless somebody else picks that category. So I have
we'll go with space does not sell.
Space does not sell. That is an incredible good question. We'll go to that one. Cool. Your question is, in the mid 1970s, a now legendary science fiction board game spent several years in development before the designers pitched it to Parker Brothers. They passed on the project with the reasoning that space doesn't sell, that outer space themed wouldn't appeal to the market, prompting the designers to take the risky route of self-publishing instead. Ironically, within a year, the space-themed film would redefine global pop culture and prove that assumption spectacularly wrong, leading to the game getting iconic status. Which game and movie are we talking about? So before we answer, we need 2 answers, which is the game and the movie. The movie is for 3 points. The game is for 7 points. This is for reasons like this where I'll accidentally tap something. That's why we have the bear slide, which is the safety slide. Bear with me. And all the bear slides have an interesting tidbit on it. Cool. Team 1, which is Sosha. Do you have an answer?
We'll just take a guess here.
Yeah. There are no negatives anyways.
Yeah. We'll assume the game is Twilight Imperium.
Okay.
And the movie is Star Wars.
You have to be more specific than that for the movie name.
Which is the first Star Wars movie.
If nobody gives me a better answer, I will give it to you. But if you give me a specific answer, I'll give the 3 points to you right now. No, just going with Star Wars?
Star Wars, the Force Awakens, the new one. Which was the first one?
No, it will pass on if they don't answer. Star Wars?
Yeah, we'll go with Star Wars.
Okay, cool. Star Wars for now. The game is not right. We'll go to the next team. Game and movie.
Specific Star Wars.
If you give me a more specific answer for the movie, I'll give you the points. Also the game.
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace and game.
You can take some time.
Just.
On pass, I will not give you much time.
Okay, fine.
Only on a direct you get time.
Space game. I was also thinking of the same thing.
5 more seconds.
Just a space game. I can't. No, chalo. I can't
No,
think of
pass on.
Yeah.
Cool. Phantom Menace is not right. Team 3.
It's okay.
No.
Movies, Star Wars.
Movie you can Star Wars, but any specific thing.
Rebellion.
Cool. Which one?
Rebellion.
Okay, no. Next.
Star Wars 6.
Star Wars 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Okay. And game?
Game Warhammer.
What happened? No. So nobody got it, unfortunately. Audience, anybody wants to answer?
Star Wars Episode 4 Terraforming Mars.
No, it's not Terraforming Mars. It's a New Hope. It's a New Hope. Episode 4 came first.
Yeah,
It was 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2, 3.
Just saying 4
Could have given you points.
Yeah.
So team 1, which is Social, does get 3 points on the movie name, because I told you if nobody gives me a better answer, I'll give you the points. And any answer for the game. Yes.
Cosmic.
What? Hunger Games. No. Cosmic? That's absolutely right. Cosmic. Wow. So the answer is Cosmic Encounter, and the movie was Star Wars: A New Hope. So we have the team 1 with 3 points for now. Cool. So Space Doesn't Sell is out. Team 2. What's your category?
Questionable ethics.
Questionable ethics. We'll go to that. In the late 19th century France, a small village near the Swiss border became notorious for a family-run inn linked to robberies, murders, and bribed officials. The infamous Auberge Rouge, a modern board game, draws directly from this true crime backdrop, turning players into innkeepers who welcome guests as cards, profit from crimes, hide bodies, and manage suspicion through clever card play. Which board game is inspired by this real historical setting and its dark legacy?
Bloody Inn.
Bloody Inn is correct. You didn't take much time in answering that. That is Bloody Inn, and you get 10 points for that. Have you played Bloody Inn?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Wanting to.
Yes. You have played, huh? Perfect. Next, team 3.
We'll go with Art and the Artist.
Art and the Artist. Perfect. Cool. Jim Fitzpatrick is well known in modern tabletop circles as the designer of the area control game Innis, steeped in Celtic mythology and political maneuvering. Long before his work in board games, however, he made a lasting impact on global pop culture through a single image that became one of the most reproduced political artworks of the 20th century. Apart from designing Innis, which iconic piece of pop culture is Jim Fitzpatrick famous for creating? I have hidden the part. He's holding that famous artwork. There are enough clues in the question. One of the most reproduced political artworks of the 20th century. Take a guess, no negatives on this.
Che Guevara.
Any guesses?
Is it the Che Guevara artwork?
Che Guevara artwork. That gives you 10 points. That is in fact correct. The iconic Che Guevara portrait. We go to the team 4. 1 second. Yes.
Which was inspiration much.
Inspiration much. Perfect. Okay, at the turn of 20th century, an ancient tile game X crossed the Pacific and unexpectedly became a cultural sensation in the United States. Marketed as an exotic pastime from the East, it was embraced by socialites, department stores, and even Hollywood, spawning rulebooks, tournaments, and dedicated clubs. Its popularity surged so dramatically during the 1920s that manufacturers struggled to keep up with demand, and X evenings became a fashionable fixtures of American leisure culture. Which traditional game sparked the nationwide craze in the USA?
Mahjong.
Mahjong is correct. That gives you 10 points. So we have everybody on the board. We go back to team number 1. You have double dhamaka remaining. There's power in numbers. Table is a battlefield. Long lost brothers and nowhere to go now.
So the ones remaining are double dhamaka.
Double dhamaka, there's power in numbers. Table is a battlefield. Long lost brothers and nowhere to go now.
We'll take double dhamaka.
Double dhamaka. In a rare moment of award season convergence, one cooperative trick-taking game managed to charm both casual families and hardened strategy gamers in the same year. Its clever structure, built around silent coordination, earned it trophies from two of the most prestigious European juries, a rare double win. Which game won both the Kennerspiel des Jahres and the Deutscher Spiel Preis in the same year? It's a cooperative trick-taking game, won both Kennerspiel des Jahres and Deutscher Spiel Preis in the same year. There are very few games that have done both. And if I'm correct, this is the only cooperative game to have won both.
We'll guess crew.
Crew. That is absolutely correct. That gives you 10 points. Perfect. What made you think Crew? The most popular cooperative game?
Yeah, cooperative trick taking. My first thought was the mind, but then it is.
It's not trick-taking, yes. Perfect. We go to the next team. Which one do you want to go for?
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go now? Is that your situation? Because I took the question you wanted. Awesome. In German, a familiar term is Schatzmacht, a word that entered the language through centuries of cultural and linguistic exchange. Its roots trace back to Persian, a word used to describe, I can't read like that, right? But the pronunciation is there. A word used to describe a state of helplessness or having no possible escape. As the expression traveled westward through Arabic and European languages, it was preserved phonetically rather than translated, eventually settling into modern German and English with only minor variations in spelling and sound. Today, the word universally signifies a decisive situation from which recovery is impossible. Which English word shares this etymological origin?
Checkmate.
Checkmate is correct. Comes from Shamat. The Shamat word from Arabic literally means the death of the king, or the defeat of the king. Next, team 3. Which one are you choosing?
Should we say table is a battlefield? Table is a battlefield.
Table is a battlefield. Nice. Okay. Set in a Europe poised on the brink of collapse, this classic strategy game casts players as rival great powers whose survival depends not on dice rolls or battlefield strength, but on negotiation, alliances, and precisely timed betrayals. Drawing inspiration from the fragile balance of powers in the years leading up to the First World War, in this game, promises are binding only until they aren't, and conversations itself became the most powerful weapon at the table. Which board game transforms pre-war European politics into a pure test of negotiation and alliance building?
Betrayal.
Any guesses? The spy team? I highly encourage taking guesses in the first round at least because there are no negative marks.
Just say Twilight Struggle.
Twilight Struggle.
Yeah.
That is not correct. We go to team 4. Any guesses?
Um,
In 5 more seconds.
yeah. Scythe.
Scythe is not correct, but good guess.
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy is correct. That is what we were looking for. Diplomacy. So team 1 gets another 10 points. We now go to team 4 for the last question. You have long lost brothers or there's power in numbers. There's power in numbers. In the Wingspan Oceania expansion, one particular bird card caused knowing smiles among Australian players even before its ability text was revealed. The bird itself was instantly recognizable and culturally infamous. However, what truly set this bird apart was a behavior so distinctive in real life that the fans had long joked it had to be represented mechanically in the game. The bird is an Australian white ibis. I'll show you the picture, the card picture from Oceania expansion. You need to tell me what is the ability or what behavior of the bird is translated in the ability. So I'll read out the ability. If you can't see it here, is the Australian ibis. The ability is when activated, shuffle the discard pile, then draw 2 bird cards from it. Choose one and tuck it behind this bird or add it to your hand. Discard the other one. So you draw 2 from the discard pile, choose one. You can either tuck it behind or keep it in your hand and you'll have to discard the other one. What is the behavior of the bird that is replicated in the card ability? What is something that the bird does in real life? And it's a very meme popular kind of a bird. The fans wanted this bird in the expansion, so they obliged. So if you ever heard about Australian meme culture, this bird is very, very popular there. Just even if you don't know anything about the bird, focus on what the ability says and what would be the real world behavior of that thing. Shuffle the discard pile, draw 2 cards from there, either tuck one of the cards behind this bird or put it in your hand and discard the other one. What is the bird doing in real life?
Random guess. The bird carries other birds to places.
Okay, that's not correct, but good guess. We go to team 1 then again.
I'm assuming it hides things in its back. Stores or hides things in its back.
Going with a marsupial thing with Australia and a lot of marsupials there. Not correct. We go to the next team.
It digs through trash and
Absolutely perfectly right. This is dumpster diving or digs through trash. So you're scavenging on waste garbage. It's one of the pictures of the bird. It goes through trash and picks things from there for itself. Awesome. The last one, which is the long lost brothers. I'm going to open this up for the audience. Let's see if you guys can get it. According to the designer X himself, in the 1990s, he had created an ambitious board game centered around exploration and discovery, trade and development, and expansion and conflict. A design that by today's standard would clearly be classified as a 4X game. At the time, the publisher rejected the idea as being too large, too expensive to produce, and far too long for the market. One publisher instead suggested an unusual solution: break the game into smaller independent titles. X followed that advice, eventually releasing 3 separate games that could later be combined to create the original version. The 3 games are Endecker, a game Y, and Domain. The categories of or what type of games they are mentioned there. Now what you need to tell me is who the designer is and what is the game Y. Any guesses by anyone? You already know, so you don't guess. Anyone? You need to tell me the designer and the game. If you know the game, you know the designer as well. Or if you know the designer, you know the game as well.
I mean, I can
Take a guess.
I don't know. Sid Meier's Civilization.
Sid Meier's Civilization, that's not correct. But anyone else? Focus on the timeline and the type of game that it is. Trade and development. If the audience is not going to get it, I'll pass it on to the teams, but you won't get points for that. Anyone?
Is it Catan?
It is Catan, and it is Claustropher. 1990, 95. It came in 95.
You wanted that X also.
X is the designer. So if you know Catan, you would probably know the designer as well. Or if you know the designer, his most popular game is Catan. Awesome. We go back now to the second round. At the end of round 1, we have Sosha on 23 points. We have Carquizon at 20 points. We have the Spy team at 10 points.
They have 30.
30?
The last.
Oh, you got the last one, sorry. My bad. You guys got that last one as well.
Yeah.
So you're at 30. The Spy team is at 10. And the B team is also at 10. So Carquizon with a slight lead of 7 points over team 1, which is Sosha. And Spy and B team just 1 or 2 questions behind. Everything can change. In the next round, we will have 20 points up for grabs. Here, the game round is guess the game. You will get 1 question per team. No passes to the next team. You can score up to 20 points in this game. 3 clues will be shown to you, one after the other. The first clue will be a little bit more vague, but if you answer it on the first clue itself, you get 20 points. But if you make a guess and get it wrong, you get minus 10. Then, even if you get it wrong, I'll move to the second clue, or you can just simply pass to the second clue. If you answer on the second clue, you get plus 10. If you answer it wrong, negative 5. And then the final one, you get plus 5, or if you answer it wrong, 0 points. It will not pass to the other teams. Okay? So we'll move forward, but this time we will go from the team that is last to the first. Now we have 2 teams that are on the last. So we'll go team 4th first because they were last in the previous round as well. Cool. You have 4 options. Question 1, 2, 3, 4. There are no ends of other questions.
Yeah.
So choose one of them.
Question 2.
Question 2 you'll go for. Okay. Set in an alternate history world reshaped by a past cataclysm, this game focuses on exploration and efficiency rather than warfare. Players venture into unknown territory, seeking artifacts, resources, and reputation, while managing limited actions and escalating tension caused by overreaching ambition. Do you have a guess, or do you want to look at the second clue? It's plus 20 if you answer now, or negative 10 if you answer it wrong right now. Or you can look at the second clue. You want to take a guess?
Yeah.
You want to take a guess? What is your answer?
Frostpunk.
It's not Frostpunk. So that's negative 10 for you. But we can go to the next clue, and if you answer the next clue, it basically nullifies.
Yeah.
Your clue 2 is the gameplay centers around a hand management action system combined with movement across a modular map, where pushing your luck too far introduces negative consequences that must later be mitigated. Although powerful machines feature prominently, direct combat between players is minimal, and the game emphasizes optimization over aggression.
Scythe.
It is not Scythe. That's negative 5. And with the last clue, you might get it easily. Set in the same universe as Scythe, players control mech-led blank, managing a corruption track while uncovering meteorite-powered artifacts. You have no guesses? Isme negative nahi hai, guess something. It is set in the same universe as Scythe. Any guesses? I'll turn to 1 second. Let them guess. Let them make a guess. For your thing, anyways, the blank is the game name. Players control mech-led blank, managing a corruption track while uncovering meteorite-powered artifacts. Any guesses?
No.
No? No problems. We are negative 15. Okay, yes. Expeditions is correct. Was there any team got it on the first clue? You guys both got it on the first clue. It was in fact expeditions. Okay, you guys also got it on. Okay, then next, you guys are team 3, which is the spy team. You get your second choice. Question 2 is out.
Question 1.
Question 1. Okay, set within a long-running fantasy IP, originally rooted in tabletop role-playing rather than novels or films, this game casts players as shadowy power brokers who never leave the city they control. Influence is exerted through intermediaries rather than personal presence, and victory is determined not by conquest or survival, but by how efficiently unseen goals are fulfilled behind the scenes. Any guesses? Or do we want to go on the clue 2? It is set within a long-running fantasy IP. So the game set in the similar universe.
We'll move to clue.
I'm sorry, you want clue 2? We'll go to clue 2. The game's central mechanism is classic worker placement with no deck building or combat, where agents are sent to fixed locations to gather colored resources that represent different classes of operatives. These resources are primarily spent to complete quests, while occasional intrigue cards allow limited interaction and disruption. Keep the clue 1 also in mind. You want to make a guess or go to clue 3 and play safe?
Yeah, we'll go to clue 3.
We'll go to clue 3. The players represent rulers of blank, and the board physically expands during play as new buildings are constructed in the city districts. The blank is part of the game's name. And the blanks are indicative. There are 9 blanks, by the way. Any guesses?
Caledonia?
No, not Caledonia. Any questions? Yes. Lords of Waterdeep is in fact correct. It is Lords of Waterdeep. It is set in the same universe as Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, so 0 points for team 3 though. Okay, that might be my phone, but it's okay. Next, team 1. Sosha.
We'll take question 3.
Question 3. Okay, set in a real-world European country with a long cultural relationship to a single agricultural product, this heavy economic strategy game asks players to cooperate not as laborers but as investors in decision making, shaping an entire industry. Success depends on long-term planning, timing, and adapting to periodic systematic changes imposed from outside the player's control. 1 second. The funny part is I have myself forgotten the answer. So I'm just looking through it. So you can take your time. 1 second. Yep. Now I remember. Yeah. Any guesses, or do you want to move to the next clue? Set in a real-world European country, not a fictional one, with a long cultural relation to a single agricultural product. It's very famous for that particular agricultural product. No? You go to the next clue? We'll go to next clue. This Whittle Laseda game features a multi-phase round structure with distinct seasons that alter available actions alongside a market whose values shift based on player behavior and external events. Players improve infrastructure, manage reputation, and compete in events that score relative prestige. Keep the first clue also in mind. Set in a European country. The country's name is not part of the game, but it is heavily dependent on the country. And single agricultural product. Any guesses?
We'll guess Vinhos.
Vinhos is in fact correct. That is 10 points for you guys.
First round we were confused between Vinhouse and
And viticulture. That is why exactly I put that one. Okay, Vinhos. The third clue was the game places players as wine producers in Portugal, investing in vineyards, cellars, and all of that. That is why the clue 2 has the designer name as well.
In fact, I have the game.
I knew you have it. The moment you chose it, I was like, you have the game, but you haven't played it yet. Cool. The answer was in fact Vinhos.
We know something.
Vinhos something, but like it's popularly known as Vinhos, so we just went it by that. Okay, so team 2, you have the last question remaining, which is question 4. Your question is: set in a distant pre-industrial era, this game focuses on the survival and growth of a small community rather than on conflict or exploration. Progress is achieved by carefully allocating members of the group to different tasks, balancing immediate needs against long-term development. Distant pre-industrial era.
I'm going to go for it. And I have a chance next after the next clue to change.
Yes.
from there.
So do you want to go for the second go or do you want to take a guess?
Village.
Village. Village is incorrect,
Okay,
unfortunately.
fine, cool. No
So
issues.
negative 10 for you. But we'll go to the next clue, and if you answer in there, it just cancels out, basically negative 10. The core system is worker placement combined with output randomness, where success of gathering resources depends on dice roll rather than later on that can later be mitigated through tools and infrastructure. Players must also ensure their population is fed regularly or suffer penalties.
Oh no. Okay. Zolkin.
It is not Zolkin. That's another negative 5.
Oh my god.
And we go to the last clue.
Oh no.
Players guide a prehistoric tribe, sending workers to hunt, gather wood, clay, stone, and gold, while constructing huts and acquiring civilization cards.
We got minus 15, no?
Here you can blame me.
I am so sorry.
No negative at this point. You might as well guess. It will at least take away your negative 5. Any guesses? No guesses? Audience? Anybody from audience? No?
I didn't the question.
Huh?
Is it Stone Age?
It is Stone Age.
I'm looking at that and I'm like, is
I
this
just heard on the last question.
No, I mean like the last one is a dead giveaway. It is in fact Stone Age.
You missed the most important part of
Which one?
the hut.
In the last one I did say hut. In the last clue. Cool. After the second round, we have team 1 on 33 points, team 2 on 15 points now, team 3 on 10 points, and team 4 at negative 5, unfortunately. But a lot can change in the last round because that's a buzzer round.
Oh no.
So, you will have 6 questions. You can make up to 60 points in this game. For this, go to a website called buzzin.live. So buzzin.live, so there will be 6 connect questions. All of these are connect questions. All game names will be shown on the screen. The names will be shown. You have to tell me what is something specific in that is common across all those games. There will be 4 games on screen. You'll have to tell me what is something that is common across all those games, and has to be very specific. Can't be like, hey, they are all board games, or they all have a board, or they all have a dice. I want something very specific. You guys don't buzz in, please. Please don't come in.
One per team is fine, right?
One per team is fine. It's called buzzin.live.
The game code.
I'm telling you. 1 second. I'm setting up the code right now. Cool. Oh shit. Take care. Cool. The code is 550013. 550013.
Can I buzz and check?
You can buzz and check. Yeah. Also, important rule, you can buzz anytime. Once a question comes on the screen, you can buzz in any time. The moment you buzz in, I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. If you do not answer within that 5 seconds, -5 for you. Okay? Even if one team has buzzed, the other teams can also buzz, but in an order. So once you buzz in, it will be in an order, and only answer when I acknowledge you. Because you might think you have buzzed first, but there might be somebody who buzzed before you. So let me acknowledge that you are the one who have buzzed first, and only then answer. Do not yell out the answer. Okay?
Can you just check if our buzz
Yes. Everybody's buzzed. So if it's red, that means your buzz has gone through. If it is green, that means you're still not buzzed.
I see only 3 teams. Our team.
So we have car quiz on. One is there, spy team is there, B team is there. Sosha has 2 devices. So in the event of for the case of fairness, I will force one of the Sosha to remove one. So every team has one. Okay. So we have 4. I'll clear the buzzers. Okay, buzzed car quiz on. Okay, cool. Now, audience, do not yell out the answers even if you know it. Are you guys all ready? First question. This is audience question. Winhouse, Kanban EV, On Mars and Lisbon. This should be very easy.
What's the audience question?
This is audience question. That's a. It's okay. I'll clear it. Awesome. Now is where we go to the actual team questions. Do not yell out the answers unless I acknowledge that you are the first team to buzz. Okay, we have the first buzz by Sosha. 5 seconds.
These are considered all gateway games.
No, that's not what we are looking for. -5. Something more specific. Spy team. 5,
All
4.
games to sell over 1 million copies or
No, not necessarily. -5. Next one is the B team. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, they're not all civilization. -5 for you guys as well. Anybody wants to take a guess? All? Not Asmodi. Not all of them are speed jar. All of them have one speed jar. No, but like I'm telling you, like what? Not all of them have probably done 1 million copies. Cool. I'll clear the buzzers.
The quizmaster is the god. So
Quizmaster is the god. Okay, next one.
Wow.
Sosha again first. 5 seconds.
These are all deck builders.
Deck builders, yes. Deck builders. I think Carcassonne and Spy Team also knew. But this is basically deck building games. The only team that did not buzz was the B team. We'll clear buzzers. We go to the next question. So if the team before you answers correctly, obviously you don't get negative points. Lots of water tea, betrayal. Okay, B team has gone first. Yes, B team. B team. 5.
TTRPGs?
Not all of them are TTRPGs. 5, -5 for team 4. Then Spy team. Not all of them are betrayals. -5 for team 3. Then Sosha.
In this, you can screw with other people.
No, that's also a betrayal thing. No, but good guess. But that's not the correct. Carquizon, you want to take a guess? Anybody?
I think they're all published by Avalon Hill or
Wizards of the West Coast or Avalon Hill later on. Wizards of the West Coast. A publisher would know.
No, Watts is famously hated in the community.
Okay, we go to the next one. 3 questions are down, I think. Okay, we'll do it. So Sosha has 33 now. Team 2, which is the Carcuzon, is on 15, and team 3, which is Spy Team, is at 0, and team 4 is at -15. It's total only 33. It's 0 down here. These guys got on 0 because of 2 negative questions. Okay, next one should be an easy one. Okay, Spy Team has gone first. Yes. Yes. These are Uwe Rosenberg games. 10 points for you. Back in the game. Clear buzzers. Next one. So this was Uwe Rosenberg. This is an interesting one. Think about it. B Team, yes.
All steampunk games.
Not all steampunk games. Power Grid is not a steampunk game. Next is Carcassonne.
I'm sorry for the negative. Please during like a industrial.
No, not in the industrial either. Yes, which next is Spy Team. Nothing? Time's running out?
All based on eras, like two.
Not what you're looking for. Next, Sosha, you also bust?
All economic games based on income generation.
You're close enough. So I'll take a call that I will not give you negative on this because you're very close for the income part. It's basically games where the value of the product or the things that you're buying is determined by the player actions. So in all 4 of these games, economic games, you got economic games part, which is where player actions directly determine the market prices. So no negative for you on that though, because you were very close. And we go to the last one. This is my personal favorite. Nobody has buzzed yet. B Team has buzzed. Yes, B Team.
All political.
Absolutely correct. You're back with the bang. All of them.
Let's go. Minus
You're +10 on this.
Yeah, minus 10.
Eventually minus.
Eventually -10. These are all games that are based on political conflicts. Okay, and with that, we have the final scores. At the end of the 3 rounds, we have -5 here. That's -5 here, -5. Cool. So at last place, we have team 4, which has -10. They in fact answered the one that I thought like most people will not be able to answer, the last one. Then we have Team Spy, which is at 5 points at the end of the quiz. Then we have Team 2, Carcassonne, which has 5 points. No, 10 points. 10 points. 10 points. They had started at 15 and -5 this time. 10 points. And the winner is the Team 1, which is Sosha, at 33.
Basically, in the last round, they did not.
They did not take the risk.
They were like,
Yeah.
let them fight among themselves.
Okay, this is the last one for the audience. In the line, you know it, so you would probably know it. In the early 1990s, Richard Garfield approached Wizards of the Coast with a large, ambitious board game called Robo Rally, which later got published. The publisher felt the game would be too costly to manufacture and asked Garfield whether he had an idea for something smaller, quicker to produce and card-based that could be played casually as a filler between long D&D sessions. By the way, Richard Garfield is the one who made King of Tokyo, not this one, King of Tokyo and Bunny Kingdom, all of these popular games. The result of this challenge went on to launch a global competitive scene and become one of the most influential tabletop games ever created. Which game are we talking about? Magic the Gathering. Like, it's so simple. Magic the Gathering. But when you're here and you have the negatives, you won't take that chance.
Anything what say I'll know a little bit.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a bit out of my analysis.
Okay, thank you so much. Do we have the prize?
Give an applause for the quiz. That's amazing effort.
Awesome.
Venus is actually called Venus Sri Lanka.
It came out Windows earlier, then it got republished as a deluxe later on.
Venus Sri Lanka.
Acha.
What base game itself was called Venus Sri Lanka.
Sorry?
What's the price then?
Yeah. We'll do it there. Cool. Sure. We'll do it as a show. So thank you so much for participating. I hope you had fun.